Welcome to Chronicles of a Black Woman with MS, episode 4. Um, really, today is a kind of difficult day for me, but I'm really going to try to push through and, give you details and tell you, you know, how I've been managing the different types of medicine that I was on or that I've been on. But so results came back, and the doctor decided that we were gonna treat my MS aggressively. Um, and he sent me home, and he gave me several different medications: um, Tysabri, Ocrevus. The list goes on and on and on. Um, so um, so I had made my decision, and I was gonna take Tysabri. And before, like, my doctor said, if your JC levels come back high, you won't be on it. Cool. So I'm thinking my levels will be fine, and it's not a big deal. Levels came back, they were high, so I couldn't take it. So I went with Ocrevus, and I have been on Ocrevus since July, if I'm not mistaken. It's either July or June, and I think it might have been June. But either way, I've been on Ocrevus since 2020, and it does seem to help. I have learned that, the medication does seem to wear off faster the longer you're on it, or that seems to be the story with me. In the beginning, like, my medication would last almost the full 6 months. So with Ocrevus, I have to take it once every 6 months. But once they first put me on Ocrevus, the first dosage was broken down into 2 different infusions. And if you don't know anything about infusions, it's basically where the medication is entered directly into your bloodstream. It's faster. Supposedly it works faster. So, yeah. So my first round was in June. I got one half in the beginning of June, and then the other half, I want to say like 5-6 weeks later. Not sure, because another thing that happens with MS is your memory goes to shit. But you just learn to live with it. That being said, I'm often told that I should write things down, and I don't. And I think that's just the Leo quality in me that makes me stubborn, or I'm going to do it my way. And it still equals to me being stubborn. Oh, well. But, so the first dose is broken down into 2. And I got one at the beginning, and probably about 5 to 6 weeks later, I got the second dose. And then from that point, I waited 6 months before I got my next infusion. And then when I went for the next infusion, it was the full dosage. It wasn't broken into 2. It was the full dosage. If you know anything about Ocrevus, you know that Ocrevus is expensive as shit. It is. But it seems to work. It seems to help me with my flare-ups. But I have noticed that if I'm under a lot of stress, it doesn't matter. I will still have a flare-up. I don't know if, it's me or if it's my body, I think, but yeah, so stress is a big, big ordeal. Um, and it causes flare-ups. I've had several different symptoms. I've been driving and I've lost feeling in my legs. I've had to pull over. It's just different things. I've lost feeling, like I've lost my vision. Like things have gone dark. Fortunately, it didn't last long. It came back. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of different things. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. Not even kind of, but I'm all over the place tonight. Trying to deal with some things. Got some bad news and just trying to process it. But I wanted to stay true to the Chronicles of a Black Woman with MS. And I wanted to touch base and check in with you guys and, let you know that it could be hard and you don't feel like doing it sometimes, but you still got to push yourself. And so today is the day that I had to push myself. And I know that what I'm going through, they would tell me to push myself too. But just remember, tell the people that you love them. Let them know that you're thinking of them. You're on their mind, or they're on your mind. And just remember, life is short. Tomorrow's not promised. But just always tell the people you love that you love them most. Good night, guys. Catch you next time on Chronicles of a Black Woman with MS.